Okay, this is the part of the November 18 trig questions that we're doing a series of from a November exam at Fisher High School. And this was part of this question that had a plot of land. And the last part of the question was to determine the area to the nearest, square kilometer. Okay, so what did we have so far? Actually, I got cheated a little bit. I changed it. In the exam, it said this was 8 kilometers, and it kind of bugged me a little bit because if you do this thing with these angles and this size to keep it consistent, to make it reasonable or pretty close, I changed this to 3.7 kilometers. But you're given BC, and I just made it 3.7 to make it a little bit more real. Okay, so here's the deal. The first step is to figure out these angles right here. You know that this is 29.32 degrees. We figured it out using the cos rule. Well, angle BAC must equal the same because of alternate angles. There's the Z. Those angles are equal to each other. Now, angles in a triangle, if we add those two together and take it away from 180, we'll get that the angle BCA is 100.68 degrees, angle sum in a triangle. Why do I need that? Because if I've got two sides, I need the angle in between. I've got two sides, and I need the angle in between. So that's why I did those two things. Okay, if I've got two sides and the angle in between, I can just multiply them together. The sine of the angle times the sine of the angle times a half. That's going to give me the area. And I get 10.57. or 7 square kilometers. But that's only one part of the land. I need another part right here. I need this 3 times 4 times the sine of the angle in between. Half the base times the height times the, well, no, half the base times the height times the sine of the angle in between. Well, the sine of the angle in between times the one side gives you that height. That's what I'm talking about here. The area rule says 1/2 of the two sides multiplied together times the sine of the angle in between. If you put that in your calculator, you'll get 5.64 square kilometers. You add it together, you'll get 16.11. And if you put in that answer, you probably lose a mark. Wouldn't that be sad to lose a mark? I just see that to the nearest kilometer, I think it's 16 kilometers, square kilometers to the nearest kilometer. So I guess I better put the area as 16 square kilometers or I'd get it wrong. Okay, you got to watch for that. Okay, and that's it. We still have one more question in this series for this November 18 question from Fisher High School.